Hi, my name is Rimifa and I'm currently taking Bachelor of Art in Interior Architecture in Taylor's University. Today, me and my group will be presenting about the Bidayuh superstitions and attire. There are many races in Sarawak such as Bidayuh, Iban, Malay, Chinese, and most of them respect each other. Bidayuh is one of the minority ethnic in Sarawak living in Kuching Division. The Bidayuh itself means the inhabitants of land. It is the second largest Dayak ethnic group in Sarawak after the Iban. The Bidayuh is also known that could be found living in kampung villages in Serian, Pinirasan, Pandawan, Bau, and Lundong in Kuching Division and all along the border with Western Kalimantan, Indonesia. Usually the Bidayuh and all their people lives in the longhouse as one family. This is their culture. The missionaries come from some of them convert to Christian, so they had to move out and build their own house at their own land due to the different beliefs that they carry. The Bidayuh people have their own set of rules and can't interfere with other families' affairs. First of all, we'll be talking about the superstition. What is superstition? Superstition is a widely held but irrational belief in supernatural influences, especially as leading to a good or bad luck, or a practice based on such a belief. Most races has their own superstition, and Bidayuh has their own superstition as well. The first superstition is the skull head hunter. Long time ago, Iban and Bidayuh were headhunters. Other tribes will come to the river and try to attack other tribe villages. It is believed that they will use black magic when they heard the battle gong. A person can travel from one place to another. After that, the people will bring back the skull head to home. They will bring as many heads as possible to prove that they were the best warrior that they can lead the people in the villages. The Bidayuhs are also known for their warrior audacity. In a war, a Bidayuh man's status is judged by the numbers of skulls hanging on the ceiling just before entering their houses. The more skulls you have, the higher your warrior rank. Baru is a place where the headhunting skulls trophies are kept. An ancient practice of the Bidayuhs is Nirobang. It is a ritual of appeasing the spirits of the head taken, where the skulls are bathed in coconut water and fed with food and tuak, a type of liquor made from the fermented rice.
tak dapat tidak. Ngon pisau-pisau dengan tidak dia pilih emang pisau mantu dia. Matat masana tak bakor dia.
That's young baby.
Ah.
The baby one. Nah. The third party, pad, the boss.
Tu dah.
Sayang ni jual mukat. Dia tawa mun lagi ni.
Yang ketiga apa yo? Tak sembuhkan ni. Yo sebab dua sedih sikit. Utang ni.
Tunjuk, Pak.
Ya buat nanti jam ini dia ada penuh dah. Kalau mak enggak ya ti. Tak gimana.
The second superstition is also related to the first one. It is the skull bridge. It is a belief that skulls will be used for the bridge construction so that it will help the bridge to last longer and it won't collapse. The third superstition is, are you going to fish? This is one of the superstitions still being used by the people in longhouses. You do not ask this question when you are with the Bidayuhs. Do not ask the obvious question when you see a person carrying the tools such as fishing nets and rods. You are throwing the person's luck away and they will not be able to catch any fish from their trip. Besides that, this superstition includes do not be overconfident. Do not be overconfident with your fishing luck by saying such phrase as, "We are going to catch a lot of fish today." You might come back empty-handed after you said that. The fourth superstition is the Parang Ilang. Parang Ilang is a head hunting ceremony known among the Bidayuh. It is a work of art and a weapon. People will gather and attack other tribes, and the head will be gathered for various ceremony, accompanied by the whittling knife known as pisau rawut. The Parang Ilang is a plate shaped convexly on one side, made of tempered metals with exquisite wineworks and inlaid brass. The hilt is made from animal horns such as deer horns, although some variation with human bones and fragrant woods. The hilts are mostly made from animal horns such as deer horn. Details of carving varies from tribe to tribe. Mostly depict creatures or human bones are used.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I will continue to talk about the superstitious number 5 to superstitious number 10. This is superstition number 5 about ancestral worships. Bidayuh people are mainly pagans and they believe in the ancestral worships. So they also believe in the ancient spirits or natures. This leads us to the Gawai festival, which is celebrated every June 1st to please the paddy spirit for good harvest every year. On 1st of June, the Bidayuh people will celebrate the Gawai, and this can last for about a week. During Gawai, most of the Bidayuhs who are living or working outside the village usually returns to their respective village to meet and socialize with friends and family. It is not unusual to combine Gawai with a wedding since the whole family already are together.
This is an instrument which we call it the pratuak here, but in English it is called a bamboo tube zither, Z-I-T-H-E-R. In actual fact, it is a dying art, but I believe that I have done a lot to improve the way the instrument is made and tuned. So nowadays, this instrument can actually be played together with a lot of other modern instruments, but I would rather describe it as the mainstream instrument.
Superstition number 6 about small praise and worship sessions. Small praise and worship sessions will be held occasionally to the river and jungle spirits in order to help cure illness and ward of good luck. This is one of their belief system. Superstitious number 7 about rain ghosts. This is an old Bidayuh superstitious belief that if you venture out or get caught in the rain, you will meet by tall ghosts and you will fall ill and die if not treated by shaman. And another versions also say that you will get caught in a net set by the tall ghosts, which usually appears in this type of rainy weathers. And both effect will be the same, which is fall ill and die if that's not treated by shaman. Superstitious number 8 permissions. Visiting the Bidayuh Longhouse is perhaps one of the most unique experience you can get in Malaysian Borneo. What to expect is that longhouses different in size and are home to many families living together under one roof. The Bidayuh people will be shy, but they also offer a very warm welcome to the outsiders. The Long Chief will be compensated for letting a traveler stay. So it is advisable for the outsiders to ask permissions first from the head of the house in order to come and visit the longhouses. Another way for the outsider to come is if they have acquaintance in the village that can continue to see his or her contacts directly. And it's up to the person to introduce his guest to his or her head of the house. After the introductions and dinners, you'll be given a small performance of local dance and music and be expected to join the dance as well. Superstition number 9. Guest. The invited guest is forbidden to sit on foot, as this is considered very rude in the longhouse. Guests should sit side by side in honor of the host. Next is, it is customary for each guest to be served with betel leaf which contain betel leaf, pine, and lime. And lastly is that smoke chewing tobacco and cigarettes in the campsite, where guests is invited to enjoy the meal while sitting down to talk. The Longhouse Chief. Although it is now possible for the leaders of a longhouse to be females, you will more often encounter a man who has been elected as the chief elder. The chief is a boss. He or she has the final say in all matters, including your stay. For obvious reasons, you don't want to get on the chief's bad side. Always let the chief eat and drink first, to show your utmost respect to him. Avoid standing over him, and don't refuse if he offers for you to sit, eat, or drink as his guest. You can refer to the chief as simply Chief or Bapa, known as fathers in Bahasa Malay to recognize his title. Good guests of women can't visit the kitchen, as this act is shameful to the host. And the guests that wish to stay overnight must inform the host first, as it is customary that no guest can stay overnight without the consent of the head of the house. Superstitious number 10. Bidayuh. It is an attire of the early Bidayuh which was made from the soft inner barks of a tree called bidayuh. Its bark is tough enough to make ropes, and when woven together with rattan, they make a very strong mat called a kasa. Another accessories like bangles and girdles worn by the Bidayuh women were made from the certain parts of plants found in the jungles. The next one is the amulets and charms worn for the good luck and protections against evil.
Hi, I'm Christine. Today I will talk about the Superstition 11 and Bidayuh attire introduction. For example, Bidayuh traditional clothes and their headgear. Superstition 11 is talk about custom of death. So this superstition actually is start from the story about Rijong and Bua. Custom of death adapted from the story of two brothers named Rijong and Bua. To summon the spirit of the immediate relative who had gone before to help and to show the way to his soul to the garden. The field is a place for the spirits of adults to wait before allowed into Sibayan, and it took years to Sibayan. One of the rules of this superstition is no outsider. They will have consecutive night in the event of death where outsiders are not allowed to enter the village. Bidayuh villagers will put up a sign to warn visitors not to come at the time or perish. Bidayuh attire. So Bidayuh attire is commonly worn during the Gawai Dayak festival. It's called Harvest Festival also. Nowadays, it is worn during a performance, a show, elaborate presentation, and celebrations. Common Bidayuh prefer to wear something more modern when get together. Complete Bidayuh female traditional attire consists of a blouse, skirt, sash, bird necklace, a copper or metal belt, and handgear. So this is the example of traditional necklace known as Pangia Kukung Timur or Papan Berat. It's made of 5 to 6 rows of colorful ceramic beads or animal teeth. This is also another example of traditional necklace. Other ornaments such as shells,
coins or belts can be used to decorate the necklace as well. From this slide, you can see the Bidayuh traditional clothes. The blouse is known as baju, baju, or jibo. It's a black or red with silver gold. Red or black trims on the sleeve, hems, and front edges. The black skirt known as jomo, jomu, binua, jomu, birudu, with matching hemline is paired with the blouse. Sometimes coin is used in place of trimmings. Coins will produce delightful sound when the costume wear, dance, or move. Sash is worn over the shoulders and around the neck is usually a scarlet red color. This is the example of Bidayuh traditional headgear. There are few types of headgear in the female attire. It is made of cotton and a combination of the red, black, yellow, and white known as sepia. The second headgear is a conical shape and made from rattan with cloth material. It known as rawang, rong, toko, or tinak. This is the example of Bidayuh traditional accessories. Metal or copper belt completes the Bidayuh traditional female attire. Other accessory worn is banglets made of wood, beads, or teeth. As conclusion, Bidayuh attire is a combination of jewel, bright colors, and the modest look.
Barang-barang maning-maning di Bidayuh lah. Keram tangan dan sebagainya. Semua telah mendatangkan dia. Ini ada kungkop ya.